Sometimes a wheel set with a modest price is one of the most expensive cars. GOBankingRates used data compiled by YourMechanic to determine which brands and models are the most expensive cars to maintain over a 10-year period. Take a look at which vehicles could cost you more than expected. While most of the cars listed here are unattainable for most, it's a pleasure to just look at them. However, it is often difficult to make such a list because manufacturers often keep the price secret and keep it for potential customers only. And it happens that their prices at auctions are far above the original. So let's start with the most expensive luxury cars of the year 2019, which are currently available. Call it a work of art or a sheer staging of extravagance. Blackmail. Cars have always had their admirers. Expensive car brands have never stopped producing them, rich collectors have never stopped collecting them, and motorists have never stopped admiring them. Get to know the world's most valuable car along with 9 other expensive models. The Ferrari had a hard time and was reportedly given up on the Hollywood highway in the 1970s. At some point came the redemption, and the story can be read in great detail on the official website of RM Auctions. One of the most expensive movie cars ever sold at auction. The McLaren F1 is almost certainly destined for the same superstar as the Ferrari tow on the auction block, which is the most important supercar of the modern era. McLaren developed a racing version of the F1 road car, which should be used in the 1995 season in the category FIA GT1. Despite a design and development time of just 3 months, the 1995 F1 GTR not only won the GT1 championship, but also the 24 Heures du Mans with places 1, 3, 4, 5 and 13. Subsequently, 5 Le Mans specification cars were manufactured, and this is one of them. Despite a design and development time of just 3 months, the F1 GTR was successful, winning not only the 1995 GT1 championship, but also the 24 Heures du Mans on its debut. In 1998, the McLaren F1 managed to provide its greatest performance outside of competitive motorsport with a total of 106 built variants and complete series production. The car won 15 of 16 races in the hands of Prost and Ayrton Senna. The W196 wrote history when it was used by the great Formula One racing driver Juan Manuel Fangio to set a new Formula One world record. In addition, it participated in 9 of 12 races and 2 world championships and won them. Rudolf Uhlenhout designed in 1937 together with W154 and W165 the racing car W125. He was then the one who designed the W196 after the war, so the 4 vehicles used similar design principles. For those unfamiliar with the notorious Carrera Panamericana, it was a public road race in Mexico from 1950 to 1954. Think of famous street races like the Mil Miglia or Targa Florio with steroids and acid to get a picture of this event. The race was twice as long as the Mil Miglia and with no separation from the crowd. As a result, the FIA refused the 250 LM homologation status, and the cars had to drive in the much more competitive prototype classes. Notable examples were races in Snetterton, Coppa Intereuropa, Kilami GP and Elkhart Lake. The drivers who celebrated victories in the LM included Roy Salvadori, Nino Vaccarelli, Willie Maris and David Piper. Italian design house. Only 6 of these cars have been manufactured so far and are among the most sought-after cars. Like the Ferrari 458, it has no roof, side windows or windshield and is 330 pounds lighter than its ancestor. The renovated interior also features a number of interesting details, such as aerodynamic headrests built directly into the roll cage. Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, one of the most expensive cars on the list, ranks in the top 10. Pininfarina Sergio, introduced in 2013 as a concept car, was presented at the Geneva Motor Show 2013. It was a tribute to the former company president and Sergio Pininfarina, the legendary car designer who had died only a year earlier. Only 6 copies were made and all sold to a group of wealthy individuals. Among the car brands, Chrysler has one of the highest average maintenance costs across all models. While it was one of the few affordable mid-range cars available in both the convertible and sedan versions, the Sebring was discontinued in 2010 due to high maintenance costs. As of 2011, Chrysler has fundamentally improved the Sebring and renamed it Chrysler 200.